The little mosquito is a familiar and annoying insect animal that we all are familiar with, and many people never think that the world's most dangerous animals are small mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are more than 3,500 species, distributed in more than 100 countries around the world, all over the region outside Antarctica. While most of the time the mosquito bites is just irritating, some mosquitoes carry the parasite, which spreads malaria. The World Health Organization says that about 66,000 people die each year from malaria, among which 90% die from malaria, and most are fewer than 5 years old. According to Bill Gates, malaria threatens the lives of half the world's population, and mosquitoes are the main way to spread malaria. Every year, more than 70 people are killed by mosquito bites, and there are about 60 people who have died from malaria. It is also close to the World Health Organization statistics, which are also known as the first killer of humans. In addition, mosquitoes can also infect other diseases such as B. encephalitis, dengue fever, yellow fever, and Western Nile virus. The mosquito is the general name of the arthropod, the insect class, the Diptera, the mosquito total division. Mosquitoes are a very common insect that can be seen in the fall festival, which can spread many diseases and affect human health. Mosquitoes have 3 kinds of mosquito, Culex and Aedes mosquitoes, and different kinds of mosquitoes can spread different diseases. The males do not absorb blood, they use the juice of the plant to feed them, and the blood of the people is the female. Female mosquitoes usually bite the animal to absorb blood at the temperature of 16 degrees Celsius, while the female mosquito is also related to the humidity of the air, and the humidity is under 52% of the following. The harm to the human body is that it spreads pathogens to healthy people after they bite sick animals or people. The mosquito is completely abnormal, including 4 stages of development: eggs, larvae, pupae, and adult. The first 3 periods of life in water. Adults fear water and live on land. The time required for the first try-time period is usually between 4 and a month. First, let's look at the eggs, which can be developed between 2 and 5 days of mosquito eggs. In video, we can see that the larvae are born and the speed of swimming is very fast. Can you think of a man who comes to freedom in the water and will be a mosquito when he grows up? The larva is a phase of the adult, and the larvae are 4 times less than 4 small stages. It will eventually become the image of video, and it will float below the water, which is the least time they move. This is also an important moment for them to complete the last transformation. The last time it came, we could see that the mosquito was out of the pupae, and then the whole body was a little bit outside. Their limbs are also fragile, and there is no strength, and when they come out of the pupa completely, the limbs will be full of body fluids, and they will be strong. Such a hated mosquito, in your testimony, is born. Next, we magnify the mosquito's head and see what the bottom is. Wow, the first thing that catches our attention is the mosquito's glasses, so many right, and like the neon lights in the KTV, it's very beautiful, it's pretty hard to believe. At the same time, we can see that the mosquito is covered with hair that makes people feel cloudy, and if a mosquito can grow by 1,000 times now, it is estimated that human beings will be the food of the mosquito. Mosquitoes are also a very greedy animal, and some mosquitoes have eaten a lot of their stomachs and don't return their mouths. We can see that the belly can no longer bear the internal pressure. The pressure of the belly is blown up, it is insatiable. But it's also understandable that the blood is the mother mosquito, and in order to be able to reproduce the next generation, they always want to maximize their own belly. With that, the mosquitoes brutally treated humans, and we looked at the human killing of mosquitoes. A man has collected a lot of mosquitoes, and the body is piled up together, and we can see that it's about 8 centimeters long and a high and a 2 centimeter high. These are all made up of a mosquito, and you can imagine how many mosquitoes this is. Then, you need to make these mosquitoes a pastry and spread them evenly. Put them on the iron plate, and add enough oil to fry these proteins. In this way, a large meal that is made up of mosquitoes is done. And it takes a minimum of a few hundred mosquitoes. But it's not recommended that mosquitoes carry a lot of germs, not hygienic, or try to avoid using it. This is going to be here, and we know the mosquito, the breeding process, the fact that it's very deadly. In the future, when you see a mosquito, you should be careful. See here, please check out, subscribe and press the little bell. This way, you can get the notice for the first time in a better game. Goodbye.